Welcome back to Low Buck Builds. In this video, we're going to see if we can resolve the steering issues in the Jeep, so stay tuned. I should have been a fishing YouTuber. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to swap out the tires because I think that's what's causing the wander. So I picked these up on Facebook Marketplace for $120 for the rims and tires. So we're going to throw some street tires on here and see if that gets rid of the wobble. Because right now, as soon as you go over 40 miles an hour, it starts wandering all over. So I think it might be the tires. So we're going to find out. So that was not a fun 15 minutes. First of all, the bolt pattern's wrong, so that sucks. But I wish that was the only problem I had. Found a broken caliper bolt, so we're gonna have to fix that. All right, welcome back to Low Buck Builds. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and get this caliper changed on the driver's side. We also got new pads and rotors. It's been about 3 months since the last video on this car. Just getting parts and been busy with other things. So let's get to it. See if this fixes the steering issue. All right, so we got the wheel off. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this caliper off. And that was really hard. Let me go get a screwdriver. Oh, these are like pinned. Let's see, two. There we go. Oh wow, the broken piece of pin actually came out. So we don't have to replace the caliper. Take a look here, make sure it seals good. Yeah, so the pin that was broke down in here actually worked itself out. So I don't need to replace the caliper. That's nice. So we're gonna go ahead and throw our new rotor on it. I got a new set of pins and we'll be good to go. Cool. So I misremembered the broken bolts on the spindle side, not on the caliper side. So I'm gonna try to drill and tap it to save having to take this all apart. Which isn't a huge deal, but I'd rather not do that because that upper ball joint looks like it would have to be replaced if I tried to pull it apart. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my stuff and try to drill and tap that. Maybe I'll try it easy out even though I have zero success with those, maybe like 10% of the time. But we'll see. I mean, if it's hardened steel, then I'm not gonna be able to tap it. We'll see. So let me get my stuff and we'll go at it. All right, let's see if we can get the center mark. That's the whole thing with these. The most important thing to remember whenever you're drilling to tap is that you want to get right in the center. Use a center punch. And whenever you're drilling, you want to make sure that you drill straight. All right, let's give it a shot. As predicted, this is hardened steel. It's probably a grade 12, which is what most wheel studs are. I expected it was hardened steel, so I had to go get some cobalt drill bits, not the brand, but the actual type, and drill this out. And the cobalt bits worked, so I was able to drill this out. I had to tap it out to a 3/8 bolt instead of a 1/4 inch, though. All right, re-tapped it out. It's now a 3/8 bolt instead of a 1/4 inch, but hey, it got stronger. I made kind of a jig. I'm just gonna carefully bore this out. To bore out this collar from 1/2 inch to 3/8 because I couldn't find a 3/8 collar that was 2 inches long. Woo. Flip her over. Sometimes you gotta get creative with this stuff. Just be careful. That's why I'm going slow. It took about 3 cheap Harbor Freight tool bits, but I was able to drill it out. All right, let's pop this open and see what we got. Be so happy to get these things on. It's been such a fight. So these are from Detroit Axle. This will be the 3rd set I've installed. I haven't found any problems with them. They seem to be just as good as like the AutoZone brand and so on. And about half the price. I think this whole kit was like 150 bucks. And the link is in the description. So if you're planning on getting some anyway, please use that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It helps support the channel. So here's our nice new rotors. This is probably like brake cleaner and stuff. It usually comes with it. Jeez. Get the damn thing open. Yep. It's another thing that's nice about these little kits. They give you a little thing of brake clean, a little thing of brake fluid with them, which is nice. And then there's our pads. They also give you a little bit of lubricant. So good stuff. Let's get them on the Jeep. Dude, these look a lot bigger than the ones I took off. Get my super non-fancy caliper compressor tool. All right. Yeah, there was nothing left of these brakes. Oh, we're seeping a little bit. Oh yeah, the seal. So here's our new pads. All right. Those are all good to go. clean up around where I made these new threads. We're actually gonna get some thread locker too. Be right back. All right, that one's on. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up and we'll do the other side. A little bit of a difference. Jeez, these things were toast. That rotor's toast. Look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick oil change. It definitely needed it. And then we'll take this thing for a test drive and see if that fixed it. I kind of doubt it, but what the heck. We'll take it for a test drive. So my oil bucket got a crack in it, so that made some fun. I didn't even notice. I look over and half the driveway's black. So I had to get another Lowe's bucket, and that's 2 oil changes worth. So fun. Let's get oil back in the Jeep and take this thing for a test drive. And here's a quick look with the top off. And man, this Jeep looks badass with the top off. So I asked my daughter to take some footage while we took this for a test drive. Sorry about the diagonal video. But anyway, it still pulls to the right. It still does not like going over 40. It starts shuffling around. So I took a closer look and I got some issues. I got to change some bushings, but overall it was drivable. We ended up driving around for about an hour and a half and it was a lot of fun. So in part 2 of the series, we're going to go ahead and we're going to replace every steering bushing. We're going to do some suspension work, new shocks. So stay tuned for that video. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button so I know what you guys like. And if you want to see part 2 of the series and a bunch of other videos similar to this one, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.